What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That is not Casino. That is my wife, Dominique. Say hello to the people.
Hi.
Casino and his wife obviously just had their second baby. And I have a lot of dude friends. Casino is literally the only one that watches sports, which is why we do a podcast together. So now I have my wife who also does not watch sports. And then there's our dog, or one of our dogs. But yeah, so she's going to be filling in for Casino on the podcast. That's already a great move, but tell the people about yourself.
Hi. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. What do you want to tell them?
I'm Will's wife. I don't watch sports. Here we are.
And we've been married for what, 4 years in like a month.
October. I have it on my arm. October.
Yeah.
October 2nd.
Yeah. We're both tatted, as you can see. My one tattoo that you can't even see because I can't turn my arm like that. Yeah, it combines.
It makes a circle. They're totally cute.
But let's just dive right into sports. Your favorite topic.
I love sports.
What'd you think of the Eagles winning last night?
It was so good. I watched all of it.
All right. You're
something about I've seen a lot of memes about the quarterback on the Vikings.
What is his name?
The quarterback on the Vikings.
His name is Kirk Cousins. Kirk.
Does he have many cousins?
This is gonna be rough. We're 3 minutes in. Great joke. But all right, so let's talk first about Thursday Night Football, which you definitely watched.
All of it.
I definitely watched. The Eagles are now 2-0 on the season. Kirk Cousins, however, looked pretty damn good. Jalen Hurts did not. Kirk Cousins, 31 for 44, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 18 for 23, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But they did it all on the ground. Dominique, with your expertise, what do you think is wrong with Jalen Hurts this season?
Not quite sure. Looks real promising.
Remember how I just said what's wrong with him?
Yeah, he can fix it, right?
What does he need to fix?
I feel like I should have studied for this.
I mean, I would have liked when I told you about this 5 hours ago for you to Google something.
I had 30 minutes in an oat bath. What do you mean?
But yeah, so obviously, as you can see, the show's going to be pretty short. We're just going to be doing picks, basically. And then with the Eagles-Vikings game, Eagles are 2-0. Both games, they've got a giant lead, and then they kind of fuck it up at the end and then barely survive. I think the Vikings are a lot better than they actually appear to be. However, they do have no running game. Their defense is suspect, but I don't think this 2-0 start by the Eagles is good, but I'd rather be 2-0 with questions than 0-2 with questions. Right. Correct? All right, let's just get into the picks. So I'm just going to give you I'm going to give Casino's picks. I'm going to give my picks. Me and Casino only differ on one game, and then I'm randomly going to have you pick. And then if you beat either me or Casino this week, it's going to be -5 for me or Casino.
Do I get a prize?
Yes.
What?
Me to continue to be your husband. You're welcome. But all right. So on Sunday, the first game we have is the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Your team clearly as my wife's favorite team is the Falcons. It's always been the Falcons. She claims to like the Eagles, but she's full of shit. So between the Packers and Falcons, who you picking?
Who won last week? Can I ask that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both these teams won last week.
Okay.
The Packers killed the Bears. The Falcons kind of killed, I believe it was the Panthers.
Oh. What's a Packer?
It's
What's
like
their little mascot?
It's just the G. You see that? It's just
They don't have like a guy that like runs around.
No.
Falcons.
Shocking. Your favorite team,
You're
the Falcons.
right. Huge fan.
I'm picking the Packers because I just was impressed with their defense. We knew that was going to be great coming into the season, but their offense with Jordan Love, I mean, I know it was just against the Bears, but it looked pretty damn good to me. Falcons, I think they can only win one way, and I think Green Bay can shut that defense down. Me and Casino both had the Packers, so if the Falcons do win, you're off to a great start. Next up are Las Vegas Raiders at the Buffalo Bills. Last week you watched two games. You watched the Eagles game with me, and you also watched the Bills Monday night game with me for about half an hour.
I watched them.
So you are you have an expertise on the Bills, and you have an expertise on the Raiders because you live here. So this is right up your alley.
Right.
Are you picking the Las Vegas Raiders or the Buffalo Bills?
The Jets won against the Bills, though, right?
Yes. And the Bills turned the ball over 3 times, and then the Raiders shockingly beat the Broncos.
Ooh. Is this like treason if I don't pick the Raiders?
No, we pick against the Raiders. I think we both picked against them last week.
Well, then I'm going to pick them.
You're going to pick the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Okay. This is good because both Casino and I picked the Bills. So two picks in, you're different. I'm picking the Bills. Casino's picking the Bills. I'm picking the Bills because I don't think Josh Allen is nearly as bad as he was Monday night. He needs to get the turnovers in check. I don't think there's anything with the Raiders. I don't trust Josh McDaniel as a coach, but Jimmy G looked decent. But again, I think this is a bounce back game for them and for the next team, which is the Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. So are you picking the Bengals or are you picking the Ravens? The Bengals lost last week against the Browns, and the Ravens won last week against the Texans.
The Bengals and the Ravens is who I'm picking?
Yes.
Who'd you pick?
Both Casino and I picked the Bengals.
I was going to pick them, but I'm going against you. The Ravens.
And why are you picking the Ravens? Just to go against us? Okay. So the Ravens. Next up is the Lions, who, quote unquote, shockingly beat the Kansas City Chiefs last week, and they are Casino's pick to go to the Super Bowl. The Lions, the Detroit Lions. They're playing against the Seattle Seahawks, who got destroyed by the Rams last week. So who are you picking, the Lions or the Seahawks?
The Lions.
And that's a sweep across the board. Casino and I, usually Casino and I differ a lot, but for some reason this week we agreed on everything. So, except one game. But I'm picking the Lions as well. I think their defense is good. I still have question marks about Seattle's defense. Geno looked like pre-last year Geno. I trust Jared Goff a lot more than this current iteration of Geno, even last year. That Lions defense showed me something, especially against the Chiefs. And then I don't trust the Seahawks because they got murdered by a Rams team where Matthew Stafford was literally throwing to ball boys, and they were still over 200 yards. Or two different receivers over 100 yards each. Next up, the Colts or the Texans, both starting rookie quarterbacks. The Colts barely lost last week. I can't remember who they played. And then the Houston Texans got destroyed against the Ravens. Who are you picking?
Texans.
Okay.
Who'd you pick?
Me and Casino both picked the Colts.
Okay.
Also, you went and saw a Texas baseball game, so now you're a huge Texas fan.
I did, but not the Dallas Cowboys because you'll divorce me.
But why are you a huge Texas fan now?
I'm not. You just chose to say that when I got back home from a work trip.
Yeah, but you bought a Texas hat, and
so
now
Rangers
you support
baseball.
Yeah, but now you're supporting the Texas economy, which is going directly against the Eagles.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know. You should look up baseball hat sales.
How many? Are there just 2 football teams in Texas?
Let's see. There's the Texans. There's the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah. So why are you giving them more money?
Yeah, but the Texans, are they arch nemesis? of the
Go on.
Eagles.
The Houston Texans?
Yeah.
No.
So then it's a 50-50 split whether I give a shit or not.
Well, it's a 0% split because you give no shits.
That's not true. You're telling me that I hate the Eagles because I like Texas, but only one team in Texas hates the Eagles.
That's true.
Yeah.
But do you love Texas?
No, I hate them. Philadelphia rules. The Eagles are the only football team. Go Birds.
Except, would you like to do the Eagles fight song right now?
No.
Okay.
AGLESEL.
That's fantastic. This was a good idea. Okay, next up is the Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl champions. We watched the Super Bowl.
All of it.
Yeah.
You made me go there 5 hours before the game.
That's true.
And then you left me at the bar.
That's not true.
That is true.
There's context to that story. The context is we took 2 cars there, and we had to go.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
Yes, we did.
No, we did not.
Well, I had to go pick up
George
the children.
took me home.
I don't recall this. We can delve further into this after the podcast.
If anyone wants to know the actual Super Bowl story, just ask your girl.
That might get us canceled. That looked like a gang sign. Next up is the Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kansas City Chiefs losing last week to the Lions. Jacksonville winning. Oh, that's who they beat last week against the Colts. Who do you got? Kansas City Chiefs, who are 0-1, or the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are 1-0?
Wait. 0-1 means they lost?
Yes.
1-0 means they won.
Yes. And the Kansas City Chiefs are getting back Travis Kelce.
Oh, daddy.
Are getting back Chris Jones, who did a holdout.
I don't know if he's daddy.
I mean, I'll show you a picture after this. But also, this is your area of expertise. Do you think Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are actually dating? There's rumors.
Are they dating?
There's
no,
rumors.
I thought she was dating some British guy.
No, they broke.
But I would totally be behind that, but slightly sad because if we ever get divorced,
You're going for Travis Kelce?
I might send him a titty pic.
I'm sure he'll be like, yep, this is. I mean, they look good now. So here's the preseason.
We had a baby. I had a baby.
60-40.
That's not true. That's not true.
Okay.
Ugh.
We go through this all the time. To make a baby, okay? Would you do people, okay? Here it is. So cookie batter, cookie mix, oven, right? Other half of the cookie mix.
That's not true.
So
I have half of the cookie mix and the oven.
Yeah.
You only have half cookie mix.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Your cookie mix is the chocolate chips. Mine is the rest of the cookie. So people go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They go gaga over cookie dough. It's its own separate meal. You can still eat cookie dough. I mean, me and Casino have these discussions on this podcast all the time. But you can eat cookie dough by itself. Yeah, you can't just eat you want to put the chocolate chips in the oven? Are you
telling me you can't eat chocolate chips by themselves?
You can, but it's not a fulfilling meal, right? Like mine. I'm just saying 60-40.
No.
I'll go down to 55-45.
I get 60. Okay. Listen, I'll fucking push it up to 70 pretty quick. I got half the batter, the oven, and the fucking oven mitts to take it out of the oven.
I just go in hot hands. You know what I'm saying? Also, I helped deliver the baby.
You did.
This was during COVID where apparently they didn't have doctors or nurses. So they were just like, just get in there.
He held one leg and then almost fainted cutting the umbilical cord.
No, my hands looked like I was carving a pumpkin and scooping out the insides.
Is that because I'm a ginger?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
And I was like, where did all these pumpkin seeds come from? But
what the fuck?
So that was a good segue into. Are you picking the Kansas City Chiefs?
I picked the Chiefs.
You picked the Chiefs
for Daddy Kelce.
Me and Casino, shockingly, both. I said shockingly too much. None of this is shocking.
Can I shock you?
the shocker. What is it? But me and Casino both picked the Jaguars. I just think there could be some adjustment period to getting. I don't think the Kansas City defense looked that bad. So getting Chris Jones, I don't know how much of an upgrade that is. Now getting Kelsey back, he's obviously their best receiver. But there is going to be a point in this game where you can't pass it to Travis Kelsey. I still don't trust the Chiefs' running game. The Jaguars just look like more of a complete team. And again, they played them tough last season, but who knows? I mean, this could be potential where the Chiefs just blow them out by 40 and everybody's like, oh, yeah, they were just bad last week because they didn't have one of their two best players. So who knows? Next up, your mom's favorite team, the Chicago Bears. At the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who you picking?
Why'd you say it like that? Why'd you say it like that?
Because I know it's your mom's favorite team.
How do you know it's my mom's favorite team?
Because she talks in her sleep. So
oh god, I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
you're never coming.
Your mom also said that.
What did you ask me? The Bears?
The Bears are the Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we got Bears or Pirates. Who do you think would win in a real fight, a bear or a pirate?
I don't know why that was such a hard question. There were a lot of things just happening in my head visually, but who?
We're gonna talk about that later.
Who won last week?
The Bears got destroyed by the
Is
Packers.
That game? No.
What game?
The 50-0 game?
No, that was the Cowboys, your second favorite team.
How many favorite teams can I have?
Killing the Giants. I don't know. We're going through the list. And then the Buccaneers beat the Vikings, who just lost again to the Eagles. Your ninth favorite team.
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Aye, Captain.
That is what Buccaneers say. So, Casino and I also picked the Buccaneers. I just think I don't trust Justin Fields. The Buccaneers defense is what kind of surprised me. I don't trust the Bucs offense, but it's at least serviceable compared to, I don't know what the Bears are even at this point. Next up, they are. They're also an animal. Next up, Los Angeles Chargers at Tennessee Titans. Chargers lose in a shootout to the Dolphins by doing some of the dumbest just play calling and clock management at the end of that game. Titans, I don't remember who they played last week. They did not win though. So the Los Angeles Chargers or the Tennessee Titans?
Where are they playing?
They're playing in Tennessee, which on this podcast, you're the only 10 I see.
Because the casino's not here.
That's the casino's at 8.5 on a good day.
You're such a dude. Who's I picking? The Chargers or the
Titans? Yes.
At Tennessee.
Yes.
Both of them lost last week.
I believe so.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Casino and I both picked the Chargers. I just think this is a bounce back game for the Chargers. I don't think the Titans are good, but who knows? Derrick Henry could also have 300 yards. Chargers can't stop him, and that's how they lose. Next up, the New York Giants, my stepdad's favorite team. You've met him. His name is Joe. Great guy, very tall, very bald. The Giants are the team last week that got destroyed 40-0 at home. The Giants were at home against the Cardinals, who put up more of a fight than people thought they would because they were projected before the start of the season by everybody, me and Casino included, to be the worst team in the league. They still lost to the Commanders, but again, the Giants lost by 40. The Cardinals barely lost against the Commanders. Who you picking? Cardinals. And Casino and I are both picking the Giants. But I've said the Cardinals would probably be my favorite team if it wasn't for the Eagles, just because we live so close to them.
Sure.
But yeah, I really have nothing. I think the Cardinals played better, a million times better than I thought they would. I don't think there's any reason why they should have been as competitive in that game last week as they were. And the Giants look like a fucking dumpster fire. So I'm literally just basing this off coaching and what the Giants did last season. So hopefully this is a bounce back game, but I don't know how well you can bounce back from a 40-0 game where you look like maybe one of the worst teams ever. I don't know. But we might have overestimated the Giants, underestimated the Cardinals. This will be a good which team sucks less game. Next up, the San Francisco 49ers, who absolutely murdered the Pittsburgh Steelers last week at the Los Angeles Rams, and they're in Los Angeles, which is the stadium we're going to 3 weeks to see the Eagles and Rams play.
My favorite team.
The Cowboys aren't, or the Falcons aren't playing. But 49ers at Los Angeles Rams, both are 1-0, both are in division. Who you got?
The Rams.
Ooh, okay. And what is your reasoning for picking the Rams over the 49ers?
Honestly, it was the only team that I remember you speaking of. Just now. You said two. I remembered one.
I think the 49ers are the best team in the league.
Sick.
Yeah, but again, I think there's too many week one overreactions. I don't think the 49ers are as good as they were last week. I think they're good. I think they're better than the Rams, but who knows with the Rams, even what they are. I don't think anybody expected last week, so this will maybe be a get-right game to see them, but me and Casino both went 49ers. Next up, the New York Jets, who lost. Aaron Rodgers is out for the season.
Did we ever find out what happened to him?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Isn't that what you said?
I did say that.
Didn't they say it was something else initially, though?
Yeah, they said it was like a sprain or something. I don't know. But he's out for potentially the season. He did an interview this morning on the Pat McAfee show where he was like, I mean, I could come back. He's not coming back this season, at least. Next season, who knows? But
did you say that you were mad that he was going to be out?
Huh? Well, I mean, people are mad. They were one of the most hyped teams.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you were saying something along the lines of you wanted them to suck with him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we haven't talked about the Monday night game because we recorded the Monday before the game started. So I don't like when players get injured. Like that 1 year Dak Prescott went down. I was like, damn, because I want to – the players I don't like and the teams I don't like, I want them to fail at full power so there's no excuses. So the Jets, I still had finishing, I think, third or fourth in their division with Aaron Rodgers. Now they have Zach Wilson.
It's our cousin.
It's our cousin, our Mormon cousin who bangs moms. Remember? I was telling you about how that's him. So
now I thought that was like a recall to banging my mom. Not that you have. But you want to.
I mean, I could also see, your mom and Zach Wilson in a room. Who knows what happens there? He goes for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The shocker. So the Aaron Rodgers list, momfucker addition of Zach Wilson now leading the charge, go into Dallas to play the Cowboys. So who you picking? The Jets or the Cowboys?
My favorite. The Cowboys. I only said that to piss you off. I don't mean it.
Mission accomplished.
I don't mean
and now there is recorded proof that will be thrown
That's not true.
in my
I
face
told you that I would come home with a Dallas Cowboys jersey on just to piss you off, and I didn't do it. So that's the true.
I would have burned it on you.
Yeah, but that's like the true something about love. Because I love you.
You know what? Let's grow together and then gather here with grateful hearts. Next up, we got 4 more games. This is going swimmingly, if I do say so myself.
I love swimming.
But also Casino and I picked the Cowboys. I think last week How are
you about to give me shit for that? And you both picked the Cowboys.
Because I hate the Cowboys, but I can be unbiased in the fact that they blew out a team 40-0 last week, and we got fucking momfucker coming in. Yeah, hopefully they blow their season, right? Get down on their knees.
Okay, we're done. Next team, please.
But no, the Cowboys looked like potentially the best team in the league. That defense is legit. Offense didn't really have to do anything. And the Giants are kind of the perfect matchup for the Cowboys. So it'll be interesting to see how the Cowboys offense deals with the Jets defense, because the Jets defense is in contention for best defense in the league with Dallas. So I expect this to be a low scoring game, maybe like a 14-10 game. I don't know, but maybe 17-10. That's my final prediction, 17-10. But I'm still picking the Cowboys. Next up, one of our last 4 games. Commanders at Denver Broncos. Commanders beat the Cardinals. Denver Broncos lost to Las Vegas Raiders. Who you picking?
Wait, the Broncos lost to the Raiders?
Yes.
And then who did the Washingtons
play? The Washington Commanders, they beat the Arizona Cardinals. Do you like their new name? They forever were called the Redskins. And then they changed their name to the Commanders because it was culturally insensitive to be called the Redskins. So are you racist and you liked the Redskins name, or do you like the Commanders name? Which name do you think is better?
I think the Commanders, because cultural appropriation is not right.
Wow. That couldn't have said it better myself. So are you picking the Commanders or the
Commanders?
Oh, you're picking the Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the only game me and Casino differ on. I pick the Broncos. You and Casino both pick the Commanders. I just think the Commanders, I picked them to be a playoff team, but I don't know what Sam Howell is, especially playing against a Cardinals team that I think is still the worst in the league or potentially one of. So I like that defense, but I like the Denver defense more. All they have to do is just let Russ cook and literally just make
Let him cook.
Let him cook. I don't know. Let him cook SpaghettiOs. Let him cook like not a gourmet meal. Just let him cook enough to win, right? A baby in the oven. I don't know. Make a good cookie, right? And yeah. So I think there's also going to be a low scoring game. I don't trust either of these offenses, but I trust the Denver defense more. Next up, Sunday night, Miami Dolphins at New England Patriots. We saw you did. Now you're an expert on the Patriots because we watched them last week play the Eagles. So Dolphins won in a shootout against the Los Angeles Chargers. New England obviously lost against the Eagles. Your pick.
I feel like I have to take one for the team with Casino and pick Patriots, right?
I mean, Casino's picking the Dolphins.
All right. Well,
so
then fuck you, Casino.
You're picking the Patriots?
No.
Oh.
I was going to in support of my best friend, but now I'm going to go with the
Dolphins. So just to be clear, Casino is your best friend.
Yeah, I love the guy.
That's interesting because I thought I was your best friend.
It took him 3 years. 3 years to call me his best friend. We've been together for 5.
But I felt it in my soul day one. I just, you can't give him that because then it gives him something to fight for.
That's not
right?
True.
It is true.
You literally had a whole group chat about how girlfriends shouldn't be best friends.
Yeah, because they're girlfriends and then they're wives. Do you consider yourself, as my wife, do you consider yourself my ex-girlfriend? Because you're my wife. Do you want me to start introducing you to people as this is my ex-girlfriend, my wife?
I feel like your only 3 options are ex-wife, baby mama, or wife.
Well, your wife and baby mama.
Yeah, but you don't introduce me as this is my wife and my baby mama.
I do in some circles.
Very long name tag.
Yeah, but whatever culture values baby mamas, I'll be like if we're at some sort of bistro. So we're all picking Dolphins across the board, even though I just think their offense is the best offense in the league. It's elite. They were also ran the ball really great last week, and they're not a good running team. They have probably the best football player in the league right now with Tyreek Hill. I like the Patriots. I just think also Tua has kind of owned the Patriots, which I don't think anybody saw coming. But I think Miami would be my pick for best team in the league right now, and I think they show it on Sunday night. Next up, we have 2 Monday night games, which is fucking dumb because they start an hour apart from each other, one on ESPN, one on ABC. Why are we doing dual Monday night games, and why are we doing them an hour apart?
Does that mean we don't have a Thursday game?
No, we have a Thursday game and then 2 Monday night games and then a Sunday night game. It's like, damn, I got a life to live, right? Like I've always hated Thursday night football, and I hate double Monday night football. It's dumb. It's dumb.
You're going to watch them both, though.
Yeah, but I have to choose. They're playing at the same time on different channels.
Why do we pay $500 a month for every football game if you can't watch them both at the same time?
400. And it's that's what I'm saying. This is a dumb choice. Why would you put your two marquee Monday night games against each other instead of like lead-ins? You do what college football, what basketball has always done, which is you have an East Coast game and a West Coast game, and you just start them. We're not going to get into it. The Saints at the Panthers. The Panthers starting a rookie quarterback barely lost. The Saints won last week. I can't remember who, but they had Derek Carr. Now, you pick in the Saints or the Panthers.
I think the Saints come marching in. You know what I'm saying?
That is the saying. That's the first time I've ever heard that. So you should coin that.
I think it's a song. Maybe I'll create a song. A rap.
I mean, next week on the podcast, Dominique debuts her Saints Go Marching In rap. Mark your calendars. But I'm picking the Saints as well, as is Casino. I just think the Panthers, even though they looked okay, I just think the Bryce Young is kind of their only thing. And then they're just a team of, I don't even know what this is. I don't trust their defense at all. The Saints, I really like their defense. I love Derek Carr. So let's go Saints. Next up, the last game of the week that we're talking about, the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers lose. This one was shocking, at least to me, lose in a blowout to the 49ers last week. The Browns win against, I can't remember who they played. Yeah, they won last week. Against the Bengals. They won against the Bengals. So who you picking, Browns or Steelers?
I think I have to take one for all your baby mamas and go with the Steelers.
Is my previous baby mama is a Steelers fan. That is true. Oops. So this is one where I really debated on because I do think the Steelers are good. I think they can turn it around, but I think the Browns surprised me with how good they look. Deshaun Watson, I mean, he looked bad. Oh, also, this is George's team. Your best friend, the Browns. He loves the Browns because he's from Ohio. The Browns are starting a quarterback.
Wait, weren't they the ones that just won like for the first time in 17 years at home?
Maybe.
I think that was what happened last week.
Wow. That's your fun fact of the day?
That is my fun fact.
Wow.
That's what George told me. You texted me, or no, you were next to me and told me to text George, congratulations, because they won. And then he texted back, I believe, and said that it was the first time in 17 years they won at home.
Huh. Well, there you go. Or in a home opener, it might have been.
Something.
Yeah.
Something about being at home and winning.
But do you know the story of the Browns quarterback?
Okay. Whose mom is he fucking?
Well, not that, but he would get a bunch of massages from different masseuses and then like basically sexually assault them while the massage was going on.
What?
Yeah. And then the Texans traded him to the Browns for a bunch of money and he got all this guaranteed money and now everybody hates him. And now
how is he still playing?
Because
doesn't that happen like often? Like football players get accused of like doing stuff with prostitutes or massage therapists.
Well, see this one.
And then they get canceled.
Well, this one, there was like 20 masseuses.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then a bunch of football players currently playing and formerly playing were like, you only get one masseuse that you like pay because they know like your body and like how to like do it. So that's what makes it really weird. But yeah.
You think even in your hoe days, you were smashing on 20 people at once?
At once? No.
But like in one.
I would need a bunch of Gatorades.
Like one time frame.
No.
Like how long do you think it would take you to smash through 20 people?
Am I sexually assaulting them or are they into it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said in your hoe days, you're not sexually assaulting anybody. You're just,
that's true. I can say with confidence on this podcast, I've never sexually assaulted anyone. And I've gotten one massage in my life and you were there in the room. And the woman kept being like, why are you so tense? Like, stop being so tense. Why are you so tense?
We were also in Mexico, so I don't know if that's actually what she was saying, but he was very awkward about it.
That's true. Yeah, and I hated it. But we can get a massage again.
What?
I mean,
you won't even let me massage you.
Yeah, because I don't like to be touched by anybody on this podcast except for Casino. and he's not here today. So
year 5 is gonna go really strong, guys.
So last pick, Browns Steelers. Who are you picking?
I told you, for baby mamas around the world, I'm picking Steelers.
Both me and Casino picked the Browns just because I don't know what the Steelers are at this point. I want the Steelers to win, obviously, because the Browns,
they're a football team.
They are a football team. I want the Steelers to win, but they're still my pick to go to the playoffs, but they better turn that ship around real quick because everybody always sees the stat of when you start the season 0-2. It's like basically impossible to go to the playoffs. So I'm rooting for the Steelers. I just think the Browns showed me more week 1. And that's all the picks. Short episode this week, obviously, because Casino had his baby. Everything's good. Healthy baby.
He did not have the baby. He contributed 40% to his baby.
That one I will agree with. He contributed 40% to their baby. Cute baby.
Wow. Wait.
Also, I don't know if Casino wants that even on the air.
Oh, well, then you should probably edit that out.
Nope.
You should edit that out.
But
I'm now offended that he gets less percentage than you. You feel as though you've done more work in this.
In the baby making process, yes.
No, the entireness of your child coming into this world.
More positions. I think I'm more athletic than Casino. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Which one of the 20 women are you sleeping with that is telling you that review?
All of them were consensual.
Not me.
You were consensual. Let's not get that out there. I'm gonna have to edit this whole ending.
You probably should.
But this has been the Only Sports Podcast. Short and sweet episode. You have anything to add? How was your first appearance? How do you think it went?
It was great. I love sports.
There we go. That'll be the tagline for this show. But yeah, I'm Will. That's Dominique, my wife, my best friend for life. My wife for life, my best friend for life. Always has been. Never. This has been the Only Sports Podcast. I'm Will. That's Dominique. We'll see you Monday with maybe Casino will be here. Maybe he won't be. I don't know. But we'll review the week. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Adios. You have to say it. My signature sign-off is adios. Do you want to have a signature sign-off?
Wow, that's really hard. Peace out, Girl Scout.